We've had Marty in chat since before we were even going live, which we are now.
Hello, Marty. And we also, let's see here. I see a Joshua in chat too. I can't tell you who that is. Hey, Marty, what's up? Good evening, guys. I guess Mr. Bob Jones over there is getting some tweets or notifications here.
Yeah. I don't know what they are, dude. I'm just like either games or Twitter. I think it was games. I'm just like, whatever, dude. Like, you know how I feel about like social media in general has just basically become this over. Like, it used to be awesome.
It's a dumpster fire.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! I have been looking at that as I could scream right now.
You know, I've been, for the most part, and honestly, I've been staying off of. That's one of the big reasons why, like, I haven't streamed like the last couple of weeks. Like, I've been really kind of staying out of what's going on. Like, I've been paying attention to the news, seeing what's going on.
Dude, like I said, don't worry about it. We're not going to talk about that because you know what? We got. I'm getting the thing hooked up to the computer. The capture.
Yeah. But
I had it hooked up to the PlayStation. I just was like, I'm not really in the mood to play the PlayStation right now. I'm really not.
Not in the mood, huh? But, you know, positives-wise, you know, there's some kind of good news that came out here last week. I don't know if you saw. DC announced that they have officially left Diamond, and that they are with two other. Where was that? Bounding. Let me pull that article up here. Bounding into comics.
Dude, bruh. That's all I gotta say. Like, oh man, that was if DC leaves Diamond, that gives Diamond no choice but to admit that, or one, that'll affect straight comic sales because companies will be able to look at DC and go, no, we're not buying your shitty comics. No one buys them, and then DC will start putting. Oh man, this could be like the revival of the comic industry happening, right, which would cut the head off the SJW machine, or in the comic industry. You're gonna, if things like that start.
Let me.
A man can dream.
Yeah, so like here it is. DC Comics admits. Admits comics have sustained stagnant growth in decision to cut ties with Diamond comic distributors. AT&T DC owned DC admitted in an email sent to retailers that they have sustained stagnant market growth while announcing they'll no longer be working with Diamond comic distributors. The email details that comics business relationship with Diamond ends effectively on yada 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 on June 1st. And then it says it goes into detail. They'll be fulfilling orders through June 1st, and then from there, let's see here.
Hookers.
They're moving then to transition to June 8th. They'll be going to so it says June 8th is the last. They'll suspend the final cutoff for June 8th and then making them available on June 15th. So basically, so all the titles, like, you know, that they've been going through. Oh dear God, that's a beautiful piece of artwork. But anyhow, so they're going to basically what they're going to be doing is they are going to be doing Lunar distributors and UCS comic distributors, and then for their like graphic novels and their periodicals, you know, they're going with Random House. So what that does effectively is, you know, by going with, you know, I don't know if you know, but I think if I am correct, Penguin Random House serves all the distribution for Barnes and Nobles and Walmart, anywhere that like you see graphic novels and stuff like that. That's all done through them. So that's a larger market penetration for DC, because effectively what's going to happen is, you know, they're no longer bound by sticking into LCSs, which, by the way, I'm going to say this right here, right now, that I love my LCSs. I don't want my LCSs to go away. I just want comics to go LCS plus into other places, because the fact of we need people to. Comics are a great way to teach young kids how to read, especially young boys. They're great ways to, teach morals in multiple ways. And yes, we can say there are other things that comics can do, but it is a good it is a good way to get your platform out there, because it allows people to get into different things. So can you imagine the market share DC starts making? They're in the Walmart, or they're in your you go into Wise or Giant or whatever your grocery store is. They're in there. A graphic novel.
Dude, at the top. Bring me a strawberry. I didn't even see that until now. That is awesome. All right.
So you're playing. He's playing the game.
Yes.
Makes comic. Marty says, "Make comics great again." Yeah, and I think I don't think America. I don't think comics have never stopped being great. I think they have always been great. It's just that people have had to pick or choose where those comics come from, or what things that they've liked. I don't think comics have ever stopped being great. It's just, like I said, because technically manga is comics. So
that is a fair argument. I will give you that.
So what that does is, effectively this allows, for possible larger distribution. The thing is, though, the downside is my only concern about this is how many businesses LCSs are not going to want to go with Diamond or with DC, because there have been some reports by certain LCSs that said, hey, DC's not Diamond, I'm not ordering any more books. You know what I mean? I'm not ordering DC because they're not there.
Yeah.
So there is.
Well, that's because remember, Diamond has a stranglehold on the industry.
Pretty much.
They have to order through Diamond exclusively, or not at all. And so it's kind of what can you really do? It's either they go with Diamond or they don't get comics at all. I mean,
I think ultimately what's going to happen is, I think those company or those LCSs that say, hey, we're not going to purchase those titles. I think eventually they're going to see a backlash from their customers, and the customer is going to be the one who says, no, hey, we want our comics. You need to do our comics.
Yeah.
So
I'm in the mood for this. So changing games. 1 sec.
What was that? Return of King?
Yeah, Reign of Kings. I'm just not in the mood right now. I thought I was. I was like, oh yeah, we're talking comics. This is not the time to be trying to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Build a lighthouse. Because that requires a lot of me just being able to zone out because it's so repetitive.
Yeah.
I know that sounds weird. Different type of zone out. Like, when it comes to the survival crafting, it's good when I can just kind of get into my thoughts and really just do my thing while getting the supplies and everything. Whereas trying to have a proper conversation and doing it, it's not as entertaining.
It is hard. It is hard. As much as I love doing RTSs and stuff like that. It is hard. It is hard when you're trying to talk to do those RTSs, because you're dealing with the strategy and stuff like that.
those are fine. That's fine for me. It's when I'm doing survival crafting and you just kind of need to zone out because you're doing a lot of things repetitively, like going out, collecting wood, collecting flax, collecting food, eating, things like that, trying to get animals for various other things. Just really repetitious shit. And then you come back, you craft, you build a little bit, go back out, rinse and repeat type deal.
Right.
It gets, at least in an RTS, you're kind of just building forces and building up your defenses and attacking somebody. You're not going out getting supplies before your next action because you have something. You already have supply generation buildings and things like that.
Right. I think if we, bringing it back to comics, I think hopefully we're going to start seeing some changes. My only concern is like where exactly is where are we going to have how can I say this? I wanted to say when are we going to have the indies saying the same thing? Like, I want to start seeing people say, "Hey, my LCS, let's get to my LCS." Now the downside for indie comics is, we don't have the ability of being in,
Mass production.
Well, yeah, mass production and books because
I mean, come on, dude. Look at Wicked. Look at how much Wicked does and everything, but you still have to pretty much get your books funded yourself because of the fact that there's only so much that those guys can do because they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not a big company. Well, even Antarctic Press, it's the same thing. Everybody except for DC and Marvel. I mean, Image has to do it to a degree. A lot of times, what they do, how Image does their stuff, they'll do crowdfunders, or like what they'll do is like especially like if it's a person who's already had stuff. For instance, like let's say you're, Alex D. Campion, you're writing something else. Well, she's got money; she could just go into writing something, and and if they like the story, they're going to put it out. Somebody like, Josh Howard, he's going to have a harder time getting that out. You know what I mean? Because he's not as big of a name. Even though you and I love Josh, and Josh is one of my favorite creators. I've been following Josh for almost 20 years, and not knowing him personally. But the thing is, and the same thing with Terry Moore. These are creators that have to have the crowdfunders and stuff like that. But there are new Image creators sometimes that may not have the support, so they have to go out and crowdfund. And log it
into Steam.
Oh, you're logging into Steam, yo.
I'm asking you because you said RTS, so I'd launch Halo Wars.
Oh yeah, hey, we can do that. Let me. But the thing is, I mean, bringing it back to, and that's the thing is with comics. What's great about comics is there are so many options, but in order to be truly sustainable, you have to get into the comic book shops. Now, Eric will argue that to a degree. What's interesting is he's actually made more money selling comics by going to conventions.
See, it all depends, really. I mean, how can I put?
But the thing is, the downside is, the downside about going to conventions is we have to have the stock on hand, and a lot of times we have to pay for that up front, and so there are positives and negatives about that. Whereas if we can get, and this is where I'm really hoping this whole thing with Alterna, I'm on the fence with how this distribution is going to be with give me a second here. With Diamond, or not with Diamond, but with Alterna, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Where exactly this will being the fact that they're not Diamond anymore, what kind of distributor are they going to be? Because right now they're a publisher. Well, where are they?
Hopefully, a no longer existent company. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's telling me. Was there an update to Halo?
Oh, possibly. I'm not sure.
Because it's telling me I have a different version than you do. Let me double check. Let me get in here. I haven't played Halo Wars in a while. So.
Oh wait, did you? Oh, I know exactly what it is. Did you get the population mod set up, or did I not get it set up? Hold up. Let me. I think I know what happened because I forgot to put it back. I put Halo Wars back on, but I forgot to do the population mod setup.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But the thing is, I'm positive. I want to remain, positive because, I have a lot of stories or I have stories I want to tell, we got, I know Bob and I, we haven't worked on it for a while, but we have, me and you got Detective Dead working, which we think that is going to be a great idea that we can work with. And we can either make that as a short story that could be, 1 or 2 comics, or it could even go longer,
Oh yeah, it's just, dude. That's why when you're talking about looking at new places and whatnot, new employment and everything, I was like, yeah, Texas, dude. You could.
It's on my mind. I applied for, like I said, I applied for some stuff. I'm right now. I'm trying to get the health stuff taken care of, but then I'm gonna. Once I did get, speaking of that, I needed to tell people. So, got to the orthopedic surgeon, and so what basically I guess they found out was, because I guess I have a deep hip socket, and from birth that's just natural, I guess, because of my arthritis. So I'm kind of half in between the either needing a hip replacement and or them just kind of going in and removing cartilage.
Ooh.
So so I'm kind of in between the two. They definitely see the tear. So what they're trying to do is they're going to do injections first to go, and they're going right into the joint, not just like, some injections will inject around the, in different areas and stuff like that. But they're actually going right directly into the joint. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to stimulate the regrowth, because, cartilage can regrow back. So they're hoping for that. But the problem is my arthritis is that, so, and I don't know if it is rheumatoid arthritis or, because I have other joints that are in a lot of pain and stuff like that.
All right. Invite sent. Hopefully, because remember you did it last time we played the population and camera mod.
Yeah. So on that part, I am still looking for a job. I got a couple job offers out there that are right now in holding patterns because of COVID.
The Rona.
Yep. I just got, the one guy just got back to me today. That right now everything's the main job is in San Diego, but they actually have a place here about 10 minutes from where I live. So
gotcha.
Right, yeah. But the other places, of course, I did, like I said, I applied for the federal government. So hopefully, maybe that will. I could get there, go down to Virginia, and then if I can get that, I could move to a couple different places.
I'm going to start us out on easy this time. Holy shit. Last time we just got spanked.
No, we did pretty good.
All right. And ready?
Let's do normal.
No, let's start out easy, then do normal next round. Let's warm up.
I gotta change who I'm doing.
Because, you go with Anders too? Nice.
Oh, always, bro, always.
Dude, the fucking Hornets, man. It's like It's just you just roll through Rec Shop but especially with the population mod, because you can have so many of them. Just like I have taken down scarabs with a horde of fucking hawks. Just
I gotta figure out how to get mods, because I want to put these 2 mods for Force of Corruption. So
there's to be able to play as the flood and everything. Yeah, no.
no, I'm talking about in Star Wars Force of Corruption.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You gotta ready up, bro.
I'm ready to go. So
You gotta ready up though.
I am ready. I thought I was ready. I am ready. Okay. I forget how to.
Right above where you see Team Alpha, right above there, you'll see a ready thing.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But yeah, Marty, it is pretty painful. It's very hard to sleep at nighttime. Based on I can't sleep on my sides. And I am a person who can't. How can I say this? I can't sleep in one position. So, I forget what's the zoom out.
Page up, if I remember right. Yep.
Yeah, I just forgot how to zoom out there because it's been a while since. It's been a while since we.
I completely understand you, bruh.
But in terms other than that, I go then next month. I go for my neck injection and stuff like that, and then I have another hip injection. Then I have my hip injection first on the second hip injection on the 13th, and then the 22nd I'm going in for my neck. They're going to do the same thing, pretty much the same thing. They're going to inject it directly into the directly into the bone joint. So.
Gotcha.
Which is, hey, if that can take care of it. But back the other good thing though is we want to get back into comics because I want to depress people of things going on. But
yeah, come on, man. This is meeting of the minds. We talk about everything here.
True. The one great thing though is give me 1 second. Oh, I need 1,200. Being able to read comics. I'm not taking. I am taking the time off right now, but I actually gonna have to start studying then for my my security analyst for Comp TIA here. If I get that done, that's gonna help. That's gonna help me a lot too.
Noise.
Yeah, because what's sucky though about a lot of times what happens is with computer stuff. Like one of the biggest things that I'm running into is, I know we talked last time briefly about that, is the amount of clearance that's needed for these positions.
Yep.
Cybersecurity is not one that just says, hey, we're going to bring anybody on board. They want to make sure you have certain certs, and there's so many different certs out there, not just for one thing.
I believe me, computers, dude, are
yeah, we computers have a lot of they have a lot of it's just not a simple thing.
No, it is not.
That's you
ready to go. All right. Oh no, I'm kind of getting some things set up, getting my early forces going, because I know the computers that are even on easy, they're gonna oh man, I said last time we were slapped around harder than a $2 hooker. I'm just saying, it was like,
well, that was on the first time we played, because I I didn't know what I was doing. So
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you a little bit of an easy game. Like, yeah, okay, hold up. Oh, let me give you. No. What you really need is Supreme Commander, like Supreme Commander 2.
hey, dude, did you see? Speaking of gaming, did you see they released Command and Conquer remastered?
Yes, I saw that.
So that's cool. I'm kind of liking that. I love Command and Conquer. Those were great series.
I'm more actually looking forward to like in my personal what I'd like to see is Supreme Commander 3 actually. Like cuz like Supreme Commander is one of those okay. Supreme Commander is a game that I've used both my screens to play. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I liked about it. It's because I could put the overarching map on my second screen and be playing the main bit on the main screen and see what's going on without having to zoom out and everything. Oh my god, it was so amazing. Love that game.
Yeah, like I think games should do that more. They should allow. You would think, especially with them remastering everything with Halo and stuff like that. You think that would be something they would have done like right away,
Right. Like, oh, let's take advantage of our second screen. Even if we
or
just put like a map there, right?
or three.
Right? Dude.
Like I actually seeing what my partners are doing, instead of like it's actually centered on me, and like having like one on my side and then another on one on you and then another one on my partner.
Right. Well, oh, dude. And I normally wouldn't do this, but it strikes me as a good idea. I want to go ahead and get this one upgraded next. But no, dude. For me, it's always like different. Like take for instance, MechWarrior Online. If that
Mhm.
supported like 3 different screens, so you could have your main cockpit screen ahead of you, and like if you had, depending on if you had the way your screen setup was, you could combine all 3 to have a wraparound fucking cockpit view where you look at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The front is the front screen, and the side 2 are the side screens. You could actually like look, think, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like that would be some gangster shit if you ask me. Be like some next level epic. Because I need all 3 of them. Alright. Good. So next is... yeah, dude. I'm just looking forward to... like... I guess you could say, comic-wise, the main thing I'm really looking forward to right now is Little Girl Lethal, Jack Irons 3. Definitely getting the trade of Wall Might. Oh man, I'm so excited about
Yeah.
that.
And speaking of some news, I don't know if you guys heard. Unfortunately, Mythoverse is no longer with Wicked.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I can't talk behind what happened and stuff like that, but they unfortunately left Wicked. So, yeah,
Sad
what's nuts?
Panda sad.
Sad,
Very
sad, yeah, sad panda. Then also, Tank also left too. So he's got his novel is going to be coming out. He's going to be looking to self publish on that and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely some changes here. As of right now, like I said, Eric and I are actually staying with Wicked. We're not moving. Right now, currently, so we're gonna publish Japan through them, and then we're gonna look at, we're going to kind of look from there, see what the marketplace holds and stuff like that, because we want to work on the next idea. And then we want to also, there's a lot of stuff we want to do. I want to work on my Bolt Chaos thing. I'm working on Celerity, which that one's actually going to be. I decided with Celerity, I'm going to kind of develop that world a little bit differently. I actually have it where, like the villain in there actually is talking with alien entities from another world, and I kind of want to put them as Cthulhu.
Okay.
Basically, because I could tie it into to put the Elder Gods into into Volt's world, because they basically just would be the Fallen.
Right.
So I'm looking at that. I'm trying to decide who I want to use for that. Right now, I'm kind of thinking about using Bast, because she is a female goddess. So this is more of a female-centric comic. So, I kind of want to make it that way.
That's PC, bro. That's PC. Woo!
No, just kind of evolved that way. I kind of wanted to,
No, I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, I love female-centric comics. I just the way I do. I do like my superheroes too. It's just that for my purposes, I just have like Wonder Woman, Catwoman. Well, like I said, I like them equally, really. Looks like you're getting hammered.
I'm not even worried about it.
He's like, I'm not even worried about it. So right now, I'm just building.
And now I'm just gonna. Now all I gotta do is yes, there it is. Repair.
So I must be purple. Oh no, I guess I'm green. Am I green?
You're yellow.
I'm yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
And another vehicle comes through being a dumbass. Doesn't take much of a genius to figure out you come through my area right now. I'm going to kill you.
All right. Sending my guy over here to get that second base over here.
Do it now. So, what'd you think of my Ill Will Press reference when I sent you the what you call it game?
Ill Will Press.
The power of foamy compels you. The power of foamy compels you.
Oh yeah, I kind of didn't look at that. Sorry, because all I did was when I fired up Steam, because I got the notification from Steam that you sent me the game, so I just
accepted.
Yeah, sad panda. Sorry about that.
I will admit I've always loved Foamy the Squirrel. I used to have like all the Ill Will Press T-shirts back in the day. All of them. And what's funny is when I'm wearing my Pillsy T-shirt, where it says "Childproof Caps has spoiled my happiness," and she looked at me and was like, "Everybody, I worked at Walmart." I was like, "That shirt describes you so oddly well." Fuck you, man. Fuck you. I'm not even mad because it's a good fucking bird. I'm just like, fuck you, man.
So how did you? So let's. Have you read any comics this week besides?
I have been trying, and I mean trying to get through Soul Finder. Horror is not my thing, man. I mean, the art's great. The story seems kind of interesting, but it's just not my thing, and it's just a drag to read. And I'm like, I feel bad because I know horror fans probably love it because that's what they like, and I'm just like,
Hmm. Well, it is not for everyone, and I'll be honest with you. There. But I think for me, like I'm a horror fan, so it is it is the acquired taste. Horror is just not for everyone. That's what.
I've never liked it. I've never liked it. Like very few do I like. Like The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2 surprisingly was really good to me. I thought they were good movies. Let me think. House of a Thousand Corpses was really good. I don't classify The Devil's Advocate or The Devil's Reject, sorry, as a horror movie because of the fact that that was more of like action, if you will. I'd say a psychological
It was
action.
more it was more of a thriller. It was not in the actual veins of
Mhm.
what one would say uh like the House of a Thousand Corpses. And I would even go to the same thing. It's like the thing about horror is there's so many different types of horror. Because if you look at like Cronenberg or
No,
and I don't even know if you know who Cronenberg is. Uh,
no.
David Cronenberg, he does a lot of body horror. So like Videodrome, From Beyond. So horror itself has so many genres underneath it. Like for instance, like if you look at let's say if you look at House of a Thousand Corpses, that is your that would be your typical slasher horror. You know what I
Which
mean?
is I normally don't like, which is why I was so surprised that it did it very uniquely that was actually interesting, if that makes sense.
Well, see, I liked House of a Thousand Corpses, but I didn't care for The Devil Rejects or Three from Hell. Like, yeah, I'll just leave it at
Uh,
that.
well, the film was because House of a Thousand Corpses did it very, like I said, it did a unique job.
Yeah,
And
it did.
like Rob Zombie has a good eye for horror. It's just that after he did, I think it was Halloween, he
Dude,
kept on.
he ruined Halloween. I'm sorry.
But after he did those, he kept on trying to mimic his success there, and it's like, look, dude, what made things work for you was the fact you did your own thing. And I kind of feel like he needs to go back to doing his own thing. Like, stop trying to copy. Like, Spud also made his music career work. He did his own thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say he didn't, and I agree with that. He did his own thing. I think for me, that's what makes people like him interesting is because he did his own thing. He didn't try and mimic. That's one of the reasons why I think Alice Cooper is so popular. Or who else? Alice Cooper. Ozzy Osbourne. They did their own things. Instead of trying to mimic off of everybody else. And I think for me, that's that's where I think that I think that's one of the big reasons why like Halloween, like for me, and this is coming to me as a horror person who killers are more fascinating when you don't know why they do what they do, because what it does is it makes you think, okay, why did he do this? You know what I mean? Why?
Well,
why?
and sometimes the thing you gotta understand is to a lot of these, like, legit. I'm not even a serial killer guy. Like, I hate fucking serial killers, dude. But the thing that I've kind of noticed as a common trend with them is it is a they're to them it makes sense what they're doing, but it's really just a lot of the times, how can I put it? It makes no sense. It's just something in them compels them and makes them think that doing X will give them Y, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, completely, 100%. You are going to have that 100%. And that's the thing is, you're never going to understand. And I'll be honest with you, like a lot of people are like, well, I want to understand John Wayne Gacy, why he did what he did. You're never going to understand what he did, why he did it at all. You can't.
No, you can't. That's the whole point of, you know, people with extreme psychosis. You will never understand why they do anything because it only makes sense to them.
Yeah. Well, and you can, and as anybody who's studied psychology or serial killers, and not to sound depressing or anything like that. And this is one thing that why, you could say serial killers follow a certain pattern, but to a degree they do, and but at the same point, it's hard to say how you can say, well, they did this because of this X, Y, and Z. No, you're speculating they did that because of X, Y, and Z, but it might be actually A, B, and C to why they did it.
What really drives me nuts is why don't they ever take like MRIs, CAT scans, like massive neurological scans of the brain and nervous system and whatnot of these people, as well as compare it to your average person.
They do.
Okay, good, because I think over time we will be able to find out what's wrong and be able to actually correct it.
You can't. Here's the thing, because this comes back to the nature versus nurture. Good, because that's what they did with Ted Bundy. So they took Ted Bundy's brain and they tried to figure out like what was wrong with him. Okay, why this guy had a perfect upbringing and he had all these things and he turned out to be one of the worst serial killers in history. You know what I mean? And it is, some will say, oh, well, maybe he did it because he was actually gay, or, you know what I mean? Or he was lacking for something. Unfortunately, that's the problem is, yes, they will show. The thing is, a serial killer or a killer may not show. One of the reasons why I think this is my theory is I think serial killers evolve as a whole, because they are a reflection of society. Okay, so the way society was from the early 80s, because their serial killers have been around longer than Jack the Ripper. He wasn't the first serial killer. We
just didn't notice until.
Yeah, because at that time media was the media was played into a lot of it. The newspapers played it, they sensationalized it. But in the 1880s, that's really when like things started happening, because you had mass transportation with with boats going across the sea. And this is one of the great things why you can when you create killers and stuff like that, or serial killers in fiction, you can give them so many different things because there's so much that makes them the way they are. There's so much playing fields because yes, are most serial killers loners? 100% they are. Are most serial killers do they lack some sort of do they lack something in their life? For instance, did their mother not show them enough love? Were they abused by their father? Were they sexually abused by their mother? And there's so many different things to go into it. It is a psychology. That psychology is just like a very it's fascinating, but the whole but the thing is, it's not for everybody. I'll be honest with you.
It's definitely not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Yeah, But other than that, though, so when you're writing a horror comic, and I really wouldn't call like now Soul Finder, where Soul Finder I think falls under it is religious horror
Hmm.
because you're dealing with it is actually more in the vein of say The Exorcist, the Exorcist of Emily Rose, because you're dealing with was our A you beat AI too?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like I'm about to be setting up and to be a dick. Pink AI2's space is now mine.
I'm just upgrading my vultures to hawks.
And what's sad, dude, is I have hawks. I have had hawks, dude.
But
Like then again, I think I just showed how much of Halo Wars I've actually played, though. I mean, I'm just saying, dude. I'm not even trying to hide the fact that I've played countless fucking hours of this game.
so when you and that's why horror is very subjective. Action is action. You know what I mean? I tend to look at action as action. Um, you know, uh, I think action is very hard to get like the types of action that you can with horror and drama. Satellite recently, the only horror I saw was Satellite City. I haven't seen that one. I actually saw The Invisible Man, and
I heard that one was kind of I'm just saying
so
it
yeah,
was pretty bad. It was like
it,
somehow she figured out that her boyfriend was the killer just because things were happening. Like, come on.
well, how they did it was really interesting, but it wasn't I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the best film out there, but it was a unique take on the genre. Let's just say, um, uh, is could it have been better? I think so. I think it could have been a lot better with what material they had. But part of the problem is when you're taking stuff that's already been done, The Invisible Man, I still think the best one that was done was with uh, Kevin Spacey, not Kevin Spacey, but Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth Shue, I think it was. Serial killers, method to their madness part. A method to their madness part. Part of a complete breakfast. Interesting.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to know the method to their madness. I'm actually kind of scared of their madness. Like that's kind of like I mean, when you just kind of do things to do things. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're just
Waka
saying
waka.
it is. Um, I think that I think with like I said, getting back to my thought here, I think with serial or with action, it's very hard to get. Action is action because it's like a description. Well, almost anything can be thrown into almost action. They have a gun chase scene. Okay, that's technically action. Whereas drama, you can put it into is it comedy drama? Is it a drama, or is it a thriller drama? You know what I mean. And I think I think I think that's one of the big things that you got to establish or look at. One of the reasons why horror is as hard as it is because it is very subjective in a lot of ways.
I just like I said, I find it boring. I guess I was literally just like, okay, dude, I I'm really trying to read it. I mean, come on, it was cool that fucking Doug sent me the comic, so I want to read it, and the art's awesome because Tim always does good art. And I'm bored. Oh my god, this is not my cup of tea. How do people why do people put themselves through this?
Well, it's hard to say because, like, for me, like, I am the type of person I can read anything. I guess I like so many different genres, because I'm a huge movie person too. On top of it,
No. Are you a movie person? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But even when
I
it
don't
comes to
believe it.
books, like books, I will read. I will read any book in any genre. I guess that I'm not that picky on a lot of things. Okay, so the one guy just went down.
Yep. So all we got left is orange, and I have a massive force that can take him
I am
out.
the orange.
No, you're yellow.
Oh, okay. I see that as red.
I see it as orange, and you as yellow.
Oh, I'm going to fight this big creature.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take up. I guess I'm gonna clean up the last guy real quick.
But so we look at genres. Like I said, I'm willing to read if the comic's good. I'll be willing to read it from any genre. It doesn't have to be a specific, specific genre. Even with anime, like I'm the same way. Like I am not picky on my anime either. Like I will read anime.
Oh,
I read shoujo manga. I read okay, so I'm coming from the other side, brah.
oh no!
He's
That was
done.
great. Yeah, dude. I'm coming at him with 36 hawks. I'm just saying. You're gonna die a lot. Oh, they found another base.
Hey, oh man, you're taking him out. I wanted to come from both sides.
Dude, I told you, 36 hawks. Fucks with it, son. Fucks with it. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised if black is over here. I'll post up next to purple the new base.
Oh, so do we still have one more we need to take out?
Black's probably right next to purple base over here, where you see my circle on the mini map.
Okay.
Like,
I gotta re-highlight my my troops here and send them out. Sally forth.
no,
Sally
not
forth.
there. Not there. All right. So where is this motherfucker? Where is he hiding? I have everything. Like we've cleared that side. Oh, I would laugh my ass off if they're hiding behind us.
They are hiding behind us.
With a couple bases. Holy shit.
Yep, they were literally right next to my purple.
All right. So yeah. I guess I will. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at my bases. I'm like, wait a second.
I got 3 hawks on them right now. and my other guys are just coming from behind. Here we go.
Because, then you see the horde of hawks show up. It's like,
Next one.
I think I just picked a fight with the wrong. Nope, we won. All right, stats real quick.
Luckily, luckily our purple didn't get takeout.
No, dude. The base score 869, bonus score 6 times, 5,214 for first place. I am not going to complain about that. I lost 0 units, 0 buildings, and took out 58 units and 38 fucking. And you lost 0 units too. Nice.
Nice. That's nice.
It really is. It really is. All right. All right. And doop, 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 doop.
Yeah, so I just finished last night. I finished World Ends Harem up to Volume 8 they had available.
How about we do it like this? Oh, better yet. One heroic and two easies.
Oh, okay.
How does that sound? Do you think you could handle a heroic, or do you think I should start?
Let's try it.
Try it.
Yeah, try it. I'm okay with it.
All right.
So I finished World up to issue 8 of World and Harem. There was another one they did last night.
I still need to finish World and Harem actually, because I got like a good chunk of the way into it. You need to ready up, bruh.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So then I started reading. I downloaded Shonen Jump's one magazine, Shusen, and I started reading this manga about basically future ghostwriter. Basically, this guy has he has give me a second here. So he basically is a mangaka, and he does a manga, and he's been trying to do really hard, but his manga keeps getting turned down. Last time he won an award, it was old. It's been a while. He's 25 years old. Well, there's this lightning strike that hits his house or his apartment, and it burns and blows up his microwave. Well, every day, an issue of Shonen Jump, or every week, a future issue set from 10 years in the future shows up on his thing, in his microwave. I was like, okay, kind of interesting premise. So so dealing kind of with time travel in the future, but it's reverse time travel. And here he's getting this manga, and he uses the one manga idea.
And creates a reciprocal loop.
Yeah. In many ways it does. So, the other things I started, I'm kind of the person I'll read a little bit and then I kind of jump around, just based on how I feel. Because I usually read at nighttime before I go to bed. I will read, an hour or two, usually before I fall asleep. So, but anyhow, I started Skeleton Knight in Another World. I started a couple other ones. I just basically been kind of reading, ongoing reading and stuff like that. Some good manga to read. I took a break from some of the other mainstream ones, like Dr. Stone and stuff like that, and Bleach, because a lot of that stuff I'm kind of waiting.
I still stand by the fucking we got a scout coming through, but I still stand by Elf Can't on a Diet or Plus Size Elf, whatever
Yeah, Plus Size Elves
is an amazing fucking manga, and I hope that gets turned into an anime, because that'd be a great fucking anime, especially if they did it right.
Well, it's kind of like it's a show like how many dumbbells can you lift? It's kind of one of those mindless shows. You know what I mean? I think it's it's funny, but it's cute at the same time.
It's like the succubus overplaying whatever she, I guess you could say, ends up being chased out the apartment because something always happens to her clothes. And so she overreacts and acts, you know what I mean? And every time it's her own fault. that her clothes got destroyed, and it's like, come on, it's so fucking hilarious. And then I was reading another one. I couldn't. Man, I can't remember the name of it. It was, hold up. I can't even get to it right now. But yeah, it was basically dude was so sick and tired of women saying, or not just women, but everyone saying he looked like a girl. So he tries this experimental drug at a place, and it ends up turning him into a girl. But everyone he kisses also ends up inverting to whatever gender they were. So, like, the class president kisses him, going, "Too bad you're a boy. Too bad you're not a girl," and then turns into a boy. Like, it's
Yeah, that's actually a very common trope in manga. Gender swapping. Is a very common trope. There's a short one called. Hold on here. I gotta look at my. Crap. I'm trying to move my mouse, and I remembered. Can't do that.
oh, you're playing this with a controller?
No. I'm playing with my mouse.
Okay. I thought I remember you saying you played certain games with a controller, and we all.
Oh no. RTSs are never done with controllers. Those are done with mouse. They are not done with controllers.
Good man. And Dink.
Yeah, so there's actually a lot of good manga out there. I know the next issue of My Hero just got released. I think it's volume 35, I believe.
I need to get reading it. I really do.
I will say this: a lot of the manga is exactly the way the anime was, so it was very faithfully adapted.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm actually where I'm at right now is the USJ, the disaster training facility.
Okay, that's way back. You're still in season 1.
Yes. Like, so I just I let the whatchamacallit, membership to the app lapse, so I haven't gotten around to renewing it and getting back to reading it. I was just like, I'll get around to it eventually.
Well, the thing is with that is they're with My Hero, it's kind of ongoing. So like what I tend to do is like things that like I'll read. I tend to read I like to read stuff like, for instance, like I will like if something's currently on in anime, I tend to like to read the manga or the light novel just so I can see what I'm missing. Now I unfortunately I missed that with like I couldn't do that with Rising of Shield Hero or Slime because by the time I know about their manga, it was kind of hard, and unfortunately those aren't it's much further on than what it is, and I don't want to kind of ruin what I'm. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. We just got a message from a buddy of mine. I'm like, I don't know what it is. He'd like time to pull the Lu Wang out. And I'm like, what? Okay, that's a new one. All right. Okay. I've caught on to a lot of British slang. Don't get me wrong. I'm not entirely in the dark, but that's still a new one to me. I'm just saying, it's still a new one to me.
I'm building my supply pads first. I have a second base already, but I'm just kind of,
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you, son. I smells you, kid. I smells you.
I smells you.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. I fucking back during my heavy ICP days and whatnot. Like, Listen here, fucking straight Jimmy Madrox. Listen here, son. You don't know what it's like, fucking be all like in the hood and shit, son. Like straight, like be trying to live the shit and whatnot, but at the same time be from like an upper middle class neighborhood and shit, and just not knowing a damn thing about it, son.
You know who you sound like?
Huh?
Did you ever watch Mystery Men? Paul
Uh,
Paul Rubin's character, where he says, "He who smells it knows it."
uh, that's funny,
Pull my finger.
right? Uh,
Heavy
yeah,
pad. See.
yeah.
I'm doing the heavy pad right now because I need to just trying to build up the production, because then while the mass production of the thing, then I can start doing my
Oh no, I got you, dude. Right now I'm working on getting like I said, get a. There we go. And
railgun and missile launcher.
all right, now it's time to.
Oh, something's over here on the purple.
We might be that might see. This is exactly why I haven't been putting my guys into the Hawks or the Hornets yet, because I was like I might end up needing a bit of a fourth. Oh.
But on other news, so I wanted to let people know Brian Ball, our famous Brian Ball, who does rags. I got something good with him coming on with my character Natsumi. Ooh, man, that hawk is trying to come after me. Yo, man, you going down, brah.
I saw that. I was like, dude, I tried kidnapping one of their hawks. Didn't work. Or one of their hornets. It didn't work. I was like, aw.
He's trying to take out my things. So yeah, I got something going on with Josh right now, or not Josh, but Brian. Like I don't myself. Like I actually let Brian use Natsumi.
Yep.
And
He's
he's
also
got
using Niobe and a couple other characters from the community as well on this.
Yep. Oh, hey, I'm getting bombarded.
Oh, all right. I'm coming. Just give me a quick moment to gather forces. On my way. I'm coming.
You got he's
He took out your fucking thing.
yep.
Fuck him in his fucking face. Teach him a lesson that he'll never fucking forget. Yeah, see, that's what you get, bitch. Oh no, you took out one of my hornets. Oh no.
Oh, he took out one of my base things, bastard.
Uh-huh.
My supply.
Oh no, you ain't getting away. No. That was hilarious. I don't care what anyone says. I fucking rolled up like, nope. You're not getting away with that. First things first, since I got the dink and dink. Uh-huh. Well, now I'll be able to a lot quicker steal vehicles, and I'm starting to get enough of my hornets out, and I will have wingmen. Wingmen researched.
I just finished wingman research right now.
Nice.
Because I'm about to launch out.
Well, I'm also fortunately, I guess you could say it's kind of been a good thing. I've been busy trying to help out the computer and you and everything, because it gives me periods where I just gain money because I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? I'll take it. I will. I am not even going to complain. Be right back. I'm going to go see if some donuts are done.
Alrighty. So anyhow, yeah, been an interesting time. We're living in packing up prints now. Do you want the same page, or original page? Or you want a different one? Oh, something looking good. Something looking. So yeah, definitely, we got something good coming on. Once I get the final edits of these images, I will share with everybody. But it's definitely something good. So if you're a huge fan of Rags, we got some good stuff coming.
Well, I'm gonna say to quote the meme, comes out a hole, presents the picture. Good shit. Such a wonderful creature. Such a majestic creature.
So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna queue up 10 things. 10 things.
So, homemade sourdough donuts, right?
Okay.
But baked instead of fried. So it's not as unhealthy.
It's got to be fried, bro. Donuts have to be fried.
Give me baked if you can. I know it won't be necessarily the same, but man, in the long run, you'll be glad you ate.
Is it R to repair, right?
I have to bring up the repair screen.
F?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh-oh. Got these. My purple coming in to help me out. Word, purple. Blue's like, I'm sending my bomber in. I'm going in.
What's funny is I was sending out the troops on my end too. Looks like you forgot. Looks like you don't know who the fuck I am, bitch. I will throw you off this fucking cliff. I'm Trunks of the motherfucking briefs, bitch. Blame Kuma. Blame Kuma. He keeps making SSJ Carter or something like that jokes, and he does. It's very similar to like DBD Abridged, but just his own style. And he does all the voices and everything, and it's fucking hilarious. Alright. We're about to wreck shop. Oh no, I'm about to be able to just kind of just roll through and be like, fuck you guy. Fuck you guy. You have no idea what you just stepped into, because I'm about to have Hawks.
Oh, I got a what's it called coming out here right now?
Oh, he's dead. Oh,
yeah,
but you got more coming in.
Yes, I do. I got more coming in. I need some help, brah. I need some help, brah.
Oh, it's already on the way. What are you talking about, bro? This is me. Hi.
Trying to send all those dang hornets, or you done pissed me off. That's it.
Do you see? Do you see how quickly they ate through? It's like oh.
I gotta let my sending vultures after me. How dare you? Well, pretty much all my vultures are down though. Or my
And I think I lost a couple, but that's all right.
Yeah,
I,
those are
I'm
all your character. Mine are actually still fighting up here.
all right. I apologize. I will get my guys back up there.
It's okay. I got my
Uh,
guys.
like, I just wanted to get down to start getting some things. Fucking. Oh, how cute! Tried healing him. All right, and
That's it. I gotta see if there's a base. Looks is purple ours, right?
yes, purple is ours.
Okay.
And we're about to have let's just say you're about to have some new and improved buddies up there of mine.
Blue's our enemy, right?
Yeah, fuck blue. Fuck them
Yeah,
other stupid asses.
they
Their
need to go
blue
away.
face. All right. Oh,
Come on. I need you
oh,
over here.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I call the pad because I need a second base.
You can take it. I don't care. I just want to get rid of them because they keep sending guys after me.
While we're at it, let's fuck other blue. Because they're picking a fight with purple.
Yep, coming after them. These guys are going to get screwed.
Go ahead, attack purple's secondary base. Doesn't matter, you left your base unprotected. That doesn't matter, I can just take this base, fuck it.
Nah, take the ones towards you.
Well, no, I was saying take this one instead of taking the one behind it just because we're already here and we're showing blue. I just need a second base and a forward base. So, like, screw it.
He's gone.
There we go.
Yep. Red's like, oh, or Arch is like, oh, I'll send some help. Yeah, too late.
Long since too late. That was so late.
Okay, now they're coming. Now they're actually look. They're actually running away.
Well, yeah, because the computer knows. It's like, oh shit, I may have picked a fight I shouldn't have picked.
I wonder if the blue was the superior.
No, it's. But.
Who's attacking my base?
He's by the look of it dead. Oh no. How many?
Oh, looks like one of my wing guys were sitting over here. This red came in here. Okay, that's it. I gotta send my guys over here.
Oh no, you're fine. You are perfectly fine. I am over here getting some shit going.
No, Gorgonite, I am not part of the problem.
He is totally part of the problem. Do not let him lie to you. Just saying. And you.
Oh, was that your guys? Must have been your guys.
Yep. Oh, I sent some guys down to help you out because you think I'm gonna let them take you out? Like, I had backups at my base, and now I'm about to be able to make more. Fuck you guys.
I just built 30 of them. I'm now building 30 of them.
Nice. You were able to just kind of sit back and let your cash stack. My cash was stacking much slower. Just saying. Much slower. Hey, not bad for only having 3 storage platforms that are fully upgraded, mind you. Alright. Granted, you're right in the front, so they kept fucking with you.
Yeah, like I don't even have any interest in building things. I just want to take my vultures and take
The
them out.
Hawks? Yeah, dude, I know. I know. You've officially seen firsthand what makes the Hawks so goddamn broken. Like, a horde of Hawks with the increased level cap takes on just about anything, and it's like, the best way I can describe it, it is like watching a chainsaw go through wood. Just, oh, that's done. 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 Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill all your guys. That was. I was really just trying to say hi with lasers.
With lasers. Lasers.
And 2. But slowly but surely, I am getting more money in flow, so that's helping out a lot.
Well, I have all of my bases pretty much already loaded out here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 platforms
Nice.
for
I'm running 5, and not even all of them are fully upgraded. But I'm getting there. Well, I might actually have a brief moment. Oh. Alright. And click.
why isn't my Spartan going into I hit R, right?
Yes. What's sad is I know we could take out the computer at any moment in time now. Like, we have the forces. Like, at this point, we're just kind of like, we're not just wanting to beat you. We want to spank you horribly. Teach you a lesson for ever stepping to us in Halo.
Okay, why isn't my thing going in here? I press R.
I could not tell you. Alright, and
It's R, and then I click the right click or left click on the unit I want, right?
yes.
Oh, that's what I thought.
I'm taking out one of Orange's bases. I immediately got met by 3 tanks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you want to slow down the computer, take out its ability to use,
I'm going to take one purple here. I'm going to go help purple here. They seem to be struggling a little bit.
And there we go. We got one more base left. Do you want me to take it out?
Nope, I'm coming. This is payback for them coming after me.
All right. And you there? All right, let's do this.
This is funny. It's just like this freaking barrage. It's like, oh my gosh, this is just too funny. Oh, there is one more base though somewhere.
Possibly. I'm suspecting over here.
Nope, I'm suspecting it's behind us. Yep, it is.
When you're just rolling through, fucking up the flood for no reason other than to fuck up the flood. I find this funny. We're actually trying to find it. It's like, where did this dude set up his next base? Oh, it was blue.
That wasn't the main base though. I don't believe.
Nope,
yep. It was.
Yeah. That's how it rolled. Not as good as last time, only 45-36, but you did better with 36-84. I lost 3 units, you lost 6. You took out more units than me. More buildings. You lost 5 though, I lost none. Oh no, you built more, sorry. I took out more. Alright. But yeah. And you had a stronger economy than me.
Well, that's because I'm because I'm sitting there and I'm actually creating like a lot of stuff. All right, so anyhow,
Yeesh. Ugh.
Not really much of other thing else. I've been watching. I actually been watching. So on TV, I've been watching 911.
Wow. I didn't even know that show was still on TV. No,
Yeah.
it's not Things Cops. Things Cops, sorry.
No, it's actually Cops and Fired.
Oh. Wow. See. That's...
Oh, dear.
Anyway, I'm good on this. I'm thinking it's about time to call it because we do know that Slick will be going live here in a little bit.
Yep.
So I think it's a good point to call it. What about you?
I'm good. Yep. So we can give it a early evening tonight. So
yes, but so with that, I shall let you tell people where they can find you.
And as always, you guys can follow me on all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitters, YouTubes, at Sporkman Studios. And also, let backers know. Let backers know. Posters have already been shipped out, so people should be getting them.
Nice.
So Scott tweeted out that he got his. So hopefully other people should start getting them. International backers, we're holding off right now, because we may decide to send everybody their stuff at once. We have to talk about that. Plus, we got to make some money to send to send stuff. But other than that, other than that, just continue to follow us at Sporkman Studios.
All right. And as always, you can follow me on the Twitters at Brainiac420. You can follow me on Mindsgap, TikTok, and Instagram. I still need to... Actually, no, you can't follow me on TikTok anymore because I actually deleted it.
Yes.
And my profile, everything. So yeah. So, but at Bob Jones Comic Wars.
All right.
So with that, I guess we shall see you guys later.
Later.